Morning, guys. Wanted to come on here to do this video. I wanted to do a makeup look for you guys today. I went ahead and put on a purple shirt. I'm just wearing some leggings. I went ahead and put on this really cute necklace that I haven't put on in a while. So I thought I would go ahead and put it on for this video. I have the little earrings and I just put on this ring. I love this stone. This is called marcasite. If you guys didn't know about it, I have a ton of marcasite that I bought when I used to work at the nursing home. It was one of my favorite stones, and a lady would always come by. She would sell jewelry, and I would always buy jewelry from her. So this is one of my favorite stones. Trying to put on rings now. Normally wouldn't put them on before, just because home don't really go out so much, so trying to be better about getting dressed and stuff. The other reason why you guys see me on here with headphones is because I tried putting on some music yesterday, and Facebook wanted to drop my video, and so I don't want it to be too quiet in the room, so I went ahead and put on my headphones so I could hear some music and feel a little bit inspired while I do makeup. And so I'm just listening to some 90s music. I can go ahead and put it down below so you guys can check out the playlist that I'm listening to. So it's just 90s music, guys. Hold on. Let me see. Let me put you guys up on the screen before I start doing the makeup. Let me just go ahead and pin it so you guys can listen to it. These are some of the songs we used to have growing up. So, anyway, I went ahead and pinned it there for you, so hopefully you guys can see it. Should post right now. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm going to go ahead and take out my makeup bag from my purse. And yesterday I went to go get my little fix. I needed some chocolate in my life, guys. So I went and I got some chocolate at Walmart, and I deposited a check. So here is my Victoria's Secret makeup bag. This is what it looks like. And I just carry a bunch of stuff in here. So, and I'm probably going to switch up the stuff that I have in here, just so that I can have something different in my bag. And I like to switch it up. I need to switch it up. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and, sorry if you hear my stomach growl. I haven't eaten anything. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and change this one. This is the rose gold highlight. I'm going to go ahead and change that one. I'm going to switch it to something else. Probably going to use this one from the MA Shop store at the mall. I'm going to go ahead and switch the liquid lip that I used yesterday. So let me see what I have here. I have these liquid lips. We went ahead and used this one yesterday, which was super pigmented, which I thought was a little much, but I also have another one from Wet n Wild, but I'm not going to use that today. So I'm going to try to use this brown one, even though I'm wearing purple, and I might want to combine it with, these two look very similar, but they're not. This is a little bit more peachy. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and hopefully, well, no, this one, this orangey one. We'll see how that turns out. And I'm going to switch this one, which was the e.l.f. blush that I used yesterday. I'm going to go ahead and grab another one, which is probably the Well People. Is it Well People? I think that's what it is. the Julie Star. No, what is this? No, these are the ones. These are Well People from the Sephora, but it was a JCPenney, I think, brand. I don't remember, guys. Apparently, I've used this one a lot, so maybe use this one. I don't know. Maybe we can do this one. It's a little bit like, it's not very burgundy, but that's okay. Or purple. It's fine. And I think for now that's it. For the eyeshadows, I'm going to take out the ones from yesterday, but I'm going to try to see the ones that I like with purple in it. Hold on. Okay, so this is the only one I have here right now that has some, like, a little bit of purple in there. There's these pinks. So I have other eyeshadows over there, but I didn't bring them out. I want to do something like kind of, it's going to end up being a little bit smoky today, guys. So maybe. This one has a ton of browns. See this? Okay, well, I think I'm going to do these two, just because I don't want to get up and go try another palette. So I'm going to use this one, which I don't think this is the one I used yesterday. I'm going to use this one, and then I'm going to add some of the browns in this one, because it's got a lot of dark in here, so we'll see. That's what I have right now that I want to do. So let's just go with it, and let's see what we can create today. So, okay. I'm going to go ahead and start with the skin. I'm going to go ahead and start with the concealer. This is the one from MA Shops. This is what it looks like. I've been using it, so I'm sure you guys already know. I love this concealer. I think it'll last a while, but kind of want to stock up. Sorry, guys. I'm listening to music, and I might mix up my words. I want to stock up on it because it is a really great concealer. It's super pigmented. Okay, so there's that. Let me get a clean sponge because I only have the older sponge. Let me see if I have one in here. I don't want to have to get up and go get another one. Yeah, I have one here. I always try to carry some sponges in my makeup bag. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take this 122 from, and like I said, I need to go buy some more. I need to because there's no more. Okay, so I have very little here, but we're going to go ahead and still work with what I have. You can see it's a pretty good match, 122. And the concealer really helps too, to kind of spread the product around. Like give me some coverage because I don't have very much foundation left. So I'm just going to go ahead and tap it in like this. Look at that coverage. Super good. So we're going to do this side. Don't sleep on that concealer, guys. It's a pretty good concealer. They have others like squeezy tubes, but I kind of like the pot one. I think I'm going to stick to that one. But maybe if you guys like the squeezy tubes, then you guys can get that one. sure I get here. I have all this part that's super dry from all the blowing my nose, and it's just So if you see a little bit of dryness, that's what it is. I'm gonna put a little bit more foundation just because I feel like it's so dry in that area. I'm gonna try to see if I can go buy some foundation today. Don't forget about the neck. The music just helps, guys. I don't know why I hadn't thought about it before. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more of that concealer just because I want a little bit more brightness on this side. I found that, I don't know if you guys are going to check it out or not, but I found that playlist a while back and I'm like, I'm saving this. I need this. So I have a playlist on my YouTube channel. Go check out my music playlists. I tried to go in there and clean up some of it because some of them were a little questionable. But some of them are just 90s and they're not going to have the most, correct language, but some catchy songs that I used to listen to when I was younger. So, and it takes me back when I listen to them. But there's a little bit of there for everybody. There's some Christian music. And then there's just my music playlist. And then there's the 90 playlist. Yeah. So there's a little bit for everybody there. Okay, so I need a bronzer. I don't have a bronzer. I'm going to take one out in my makeup bag. So we're going to do this one. It's a little bit darker today. It's still a Jane product. This is like super old, guys, but I'm still trying to use my products up. It's got a little bit of the thing broke. That's how old it is. Look. Anyway, it's got a little bit of a red tone to it, but I like this one a lot because it gives like a lot of dimension and just a lot of like, it's really going to contour. See? Yesterday when I went to Walmart, I just turned on the music because I remembered what when I'm taking therapy, the therapist did ask me, what are you doing for yourself? And so I'm trying to remember that now more. Like, what am I doing for myself? So yesterday I wanted a chocolate really bad. And so I just went. I didn't wait to see if anybody wanted to go with me. I just went. And so I took the opportunity to go and pick up some other things like honey and lemonade and just some other stuff. But I did that whole chocolate thing for myself to get out, see the sun, and just enjoy some chocolate in silence. And also listen to music, the music I wanted to listen to, not that everybody wanted to listen to. So it really helped me to get out and do something for myself. Okay, so you see how, and right now you're not going to see, hold on guys, this song right here is just like, it's ruining my train of thought. Okay, so what was I saying? This is going to be a challenge because I'm trying to talk and I can hear you I can hear on one side, on the other side is kind of like, this is going to be a switch. Anyway, I was able to do that for myself. I like this one because I feel like it gives like a little bit more brightness, but I have to add a little bit more because of the ring light. It kind of washes me out. So hopefully it's coming through and I don't look so crazy. That's why I like to do my makeup out in the car, because I can see exactly what I'm going to look like. And sometimes when you're working under the ring light, it can be a little bit too much in it. And then I have to tone it down when I step outside. I'm like, whoa, it's too much, right? But for camera purposes, I gotta do what I gotta do. So, like that. So just that itself, they just did so much for me, right? So I love this one. This is like a little bit darker. It's like a little bit more reddy toned, but it's just like really pretty. I love this one. I'm gonna add just a tiny bit more right here, just because I really wanna. You're gonna see in the pictures how it comes across. And I'm trying to concentrate a little bit more in, just to kind of slim down the face a little bit. And I can get away with adding a little bit more right here, just on the corners. I have so much forehead that I can get away with it. Now, I have been seeing some other girls do like a little bit in here, which if you want to get away with, this one would also make a really beautiful eyeshadow, just like a one eyeshadow. I love that one. I need to keep that one actually in my makeup bag, but I'm gonna leave it there for now. Okay, so then there's this one, which is the Well People. This one is super pigmented, so I have to be very careful with this one. So I was gonna do it with the sponge, but no, it just transfers better with your finger. So this is the color. See, you gotta be careful. It could be a little bit too much. So you have to tap very gently, like barely touching. See, and that's still giving me some color. I'm not going like all like, crazy with it. I'm going in a little bit at a time. Okay, so there's that. I wish you guys could listen to what I'm listening to. I don't know if you guys can even hear a little bit of it, but I don't know why Facebook started messing with things. It was great before when we could listen to what people like to listen to, but oh well. So there's that. That's the Well People. That's the one I got from JCPenney. Okay. And that one's okay. I would have liked to top it off with a powder, but it's fine. We're going to go ahead and go in with this Miss A Shop. This is from the brand, I believe, AOA. Yeah, this is in the color Brunch Date. Looks like that. And I'm going to go ahead and apply this highlight, which looks like this. I'm going to just put it right here. And then you can see how beautiful it is. See that highlight right there? Like that. And then I like to make sure everything's clean there, to apply it here. Okay, Excelis, ruining my vibe here. It was an ad. Like that. And just, I'm going to apply some right here. My daughter likes to do this right here. I'm not a fan. I just like to do this part right here, the inner corners, and right here. I'm going to contour just a little bit, just because my daughter but I'm going to just use it with the same brush. It's not one of my things that I like to do, but just gives a little bit of color, I guess. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do, sorry to carry that. Might come back and put some more, I'm not really sure. As I'm using products, I'm putting them away. So now I'm going to go ahead and do my brows. But I'm going to put a lip oil first. This is from that store, the Miss A Shop. Just to kind of hydrate. So I'm going to use this e.l.f. product. This is the pencil. So, okay. So here we go. I need to pluck a few brows there. Hold on. Let me see if I have my... No, don't fall. Okay, the little attachments on there. I'm going to go ahead and clean up real quick. Dude, like everything's falling on me right now. It's crazy. It's okay. It doesn't matter because I'm listening to music. It doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and clean up right here. I have these little hairs right here that are bothering me. Like that. Then I have a few right here. If you guys don't have one of these, you should totally get on one because they're pretty good. They help you in a pinch. And they actually help you trim them if you need to trim. That's how I do mine. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and use the pencil. And I'm going to go ahead and start with a line here. Like this. And before I would just work on like one brow, but now it's like, no, I do them both at the same time. So I just put a line underneath, like that. Just make sure everything's fine. Like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and work on the little tail right here. Like that. And then do this side. Like that. And I kind of try to measure, make sure that, you know, they're at the same spot. Like that. And then I'm going to draw a line up here. Yesterday I had to rush in my video and I did not like that. I was so upset. I don't like when Facebook messes with my videos. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit more and I'm going to fill in the brow here. I'm not going to go all the way to the front. I don't like to do that. So I'm going to just fill from here. pressing a little bit harder on the pencil. Okay, so it looks like that. So now I'm just going to go ahead and brush and work up. Brush up. And just brush everything out like that. And brushing up. So it looks like that. So I feel good about it. I think I'm happy with it. Looks like that. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm done with that. Done with the foundation. Done with the brows. I already put the lip oil on. Now I'm going to go ahead and start working with the shadows, which is my favorite part. You guys know this. So I'm going to go ahead and take these brushes. I'm just going to show you some of the brushes I carry. I carry one of these, which helps to work in the crease and kind of blending, but actually packing in the crease. This one for me just applies all the color for transition, and it's good because it's flat. It helps me apply. This one helps me in the crease, but also helps me down here. This one can help you down here, but it's way more precise. You can actually use it for putting on some brow shadow. And this one always helps me here. It's just a little bit angled and it helps me apply color here. Okay, those are the brushes I usually use. So now we're going to go ahead and go into the shadows. This is a shadow that I love very much. It's like a brown pinky shade, but I already went ahead and used that one yesterday, so I'm not going to use that today. I'm going to try to use another one. So we're going to go ahead and do, just because I've been feeling a little bit pinky, we're going to go ahead and use this one. So it's still going to be like a smoky eye. Let's see what comes out, guys. And I don't really plan these videos. We're going to see how it goes. Okay, so with a brush, I'm going to go ahead and go into this one, which is that pinky shade. And I'm just going to make sure there's no creasing on here. And we're going to go ahead and take this shadow and use it like a transition shade. And I'm going to try to go all the way up here. That's how I like to do it. And I like to go in here as well and go right here, all the way touching to the brow. I'm going to do the side. It's going to be a bold look. So it looks like that. Now you could get away with just using this shadow, like a one shadow and you're good. But because I want to work a little bit extra, I'm going to do a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put a brown. Let me just make sure. I like this one a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one. I'm going to do that on the lid. So it's going to be kind of smoky today. This is the color. So I'm going to go ahead and apply it with my finger. Look at that. Like this. Just trying to get the little corner right there. But I'm going to bring in a brush and I'm going to go ahead and apply that. I'm just going to clean my finger. I have some tissue here. Let me clean my finger real quick. You don't want to mess up your entire face. So, okay. I'm going to bring in this brush right here. And I like this red, like brown shade. So I'm going to go ahead and use that one. And I'm going to apply it here. Right on top in the crease area. Like that. You gotta tap off the excess because you don't want all that stuff falling on your eye area. And then we're just gonna go back and forth like this. And I'm not gonna add any more product on it, just kind of working it up. So it kind of combines with that pink. Like that. I'm going to add a little bit more product to this side, but I'm tapping off that excess. And I'm going to go back in here, work here, and then up. Like this, just back and forth, until you get where you want it to be. So it's going to be quite smoky. Just back and forth until you're happy with it. I'm going to go in here a little bit. I'm going to go back with the eyeshadow and kind of give more highlight right here. But that's like a really pretty look just on its own like that. It's so pretty. But because I liked the other day that I went ahead and added like a little pop of color, I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to hopefully don't ruin the look. I want to add a little bit of this really pretty like purple. And it looks like that. So hopefully it comes out good. I'm going to pop it right here. It just gives a little bit of a pop. It's not that big of a deal. It's just like when people get close, they can kind of see, oh, you got a little extra there. Oh. So you see, it's just a little pop. I think it looks pretty. It's just a little extra something. And I always like to be extra. Like that. It's just like a little pop of color right there. It looks really pretty. I think it does. Okay. So I like how that looks. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of this, this red one right here, like red-brown. And I'm going to use this e.l.f. brush. And I'm going to use it at the bottom. But then I also want to go in with a darker eyeshadow and make it a little bit darker. So it looks like this. And I'm just using the tip of the brush. I'm not using it like how I would use it up here. Okay, so it looks like that. I'm going to go in with this eyeshadow palette. And I'm going to go into this dark shade. So I want to give it a little bit more darkness down there. I do have a black, but I think black would be a little much. So I'm going to do this really dark brown. And just doing it halfway. like that. And just because I have a little bit of extra here, I can add a little bit of darkness right here. But I'm not adding any more product. I'm just kind of helping the situation up here. See, like that. I'm going to go in with this brush, which is a little bit, this brush. It's a little bit thicker. And I'm going to go back into this shade right here. And I'm going to go ahead and blend a little bit more here, because I added that dark shade. We don't want to lose that smokiness. Like that. And then with that flat brush that we used at the very beginning from our transition shade, we're going to go in and just make sure everything's blended up here. Like that. And then I'm going to take this brush right here, which I used for highlights, and I'm going to use this palette because it has a more matte. I want to do a matte one. You could do, a highlight one, which I have right here, which is super beautiful, but I'm going to do the matte one just because the shadows that I'm working with up here are matte, and I just kind of want a matte. I don't always highlight the brow bone area, but today I'm doing it. Just to make it pop a little bit. So it looks like that. Okay, now I'm going to take this sponge right here. And I'm going to clean up all this area right here. Like that. I'm going to go back to this flat brush and kind of just blend those two together so they blend. So there is that. And I'm happy with it. I think it looks really pretty. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use the mascara. This is from Wet n Wild. I wish I had the L'Oreal Telescopic, but I don't even know if that came out right because I'm listening to music. Sorry, guys. Messing with my brain here. Trying to listen to myself here in music. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and apply this. But this Wet n Wild's pretty good. If you guys were to listen to what I'm listening to, it's talking about backing it up. It's a pretty good playlist. You guys should go hear it. I pinned it for you guys. So I'm going to do a few coats of this, and I'm going to do my bottom lashes today. Yesterday I didn't do it because Facebook was messing with me. Kind of rushing me. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the bottom lashes. It looks really pretty when you work on your lashes, your bottom lashes. When you don't forget. And when it's a good mascara, because if it kind of runs on you or transfers on you, it's not good. But that's why I like to do shadow at the bottom. That way, if it does want to run, it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look like a raccoon, because you have that darkness down there. And me, sometimes like when I wear like eyeshadows like to church and stuff, and I don't have the very best mascara, and I don't want to look like a raccoon, I do that little trick. I add shadow at the bottom. That way I don't look too terrible if I cried or something. But definitely try to invest in a waterproof mascara. I just don't have one right now. I wanted to try something different. So now I want to give it a pop of color. I want to do like a blue, even though I'm wearing purple. I just like, when I wear like browns and reds and a little bit of purples, I always like to add blue for some reason. I don't know why. So let me see if I have a blue eyeliner. So I have a few here. So I have this one from Wet n Wild. I have this one from Wet n Wild, and this is from Urban Decay. Now I love Urban Decay pencils, but what I don't like is the fact that they're a little bit dry to work with. I like the Wet n Wild more. They're more creamy. The only problem with it being so creamy is that it does run. So that's why I like to wear eyeshadow underneath. So in case it runs, it's not a big deal. But the other ones are too hard to work with, so I won't be repurchasing the Urban Decay ones. So there's this really pretty blue, which is like this color. And then there's this one. It's just a little bit brighter. Kind of look the same on camera, but they're not. They're different. They're different. I think I want to use this one just because probably everybody wants me to use this one, but I'm going to use this one. I'm going to be a little different today. So I'm going to try to use the camera on here to be able to see. The song that I'm listening to reminds me of when we used to go DJ. My dad would force me. No, he wouldn't force me. He actually wanted us to do DJing, and so I had to have the cool music. And this song takes me back to that time, because I would play this song. Now I want to do the top part, but it's going to be a little hard to do. So it's kind of hard to do. Okay. We're going to leave it like that. These are a little bit more jumbo, so it's a little harder to work with. But you always want a tight line up there. Sorry. But these are jumbo. I wish that they would... I don't know if Wet n Wild makes them a little bit slimmer, but I like them jumbo because I like to work with them like that. But they should do that formula and make it into a smaller pencil. I'm just saying. Because for those of us who like to tight line, so you can kind of see a little bit where it kind of wants to come out right there. But it's not a big deal. As long as you have eyeshadow, it's fine. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use this highlight from the palette and add a little bit more highlight there. Because I like my inner corner bright. See, I like to even run it a little bit further. Like that. Like where it kind of wants to come this way. It's just, I don't know. It's just something I like to do. I've always done it. See, it kind of just curves in this way a little bit. But if you feel like you ran it a little bit too much, you just take your brush and just go over it. If you feel you did that. Anyway, so I like it like that. Now I'm going to go ahead and work on the lips. The lips is the last part. So we're going to go ahead and try this liquid lip. I did put some lip oil, but this liquid lip will matte it. Hopefully it's not too dark, because yesterday when I tried another liquid lip, it was really dark. So we'll see. So it's dark, but it's not like, yeah, it's pretty dark. They kind of remind me like the Kat Von D. So if you can't afford the Kat Von D, you can pick these up. I shouldn't be comparing Kat Von D to a dollar makeup, but they're pretty similar. You gotta be careful with them, just like with the ones from Kat Von D, because they're super pigmented. So I'm gonna leave that like that, and then I'm gonna add this one in the center, which is more peachy. Which might seem like a lot because I'm wearing a dark lip. You could go with just a nude. I like to mix mine. I have my Dulce Caramelo from Milani, which I'm going to put in the center because I like this one. This one has a little bit of gold. Now, that one did have like a little bit of a scent. This one had a little bit of a scent. The ones that come like this, like a little bit engraved, these have a little bit of a scent. I'm not sure if I like that, but okay. So it's a little bit dark. That's one option. You could do something like that. But I feel like it's a bit much. But I'm going to give you that option. I'm going to switch it up to something a little bit more like what I would do. You could blot it. It does pretty good in staying power. I'm going to leave that like that, but I'm going to add a gloss to it. I have a few from NYX. I also have some from Wet n Wild. And I have a lip stain. I'm going to try this one. This is from NYX, and I hardly use this one. It's like a peachy color. So I'm going to go ahead and try it. I've only used this like one time. Hold on. Let me see if the formula is fine. Seems fine. I like this one more, guys. It's just a little bit less, not so dark. I mean, this could go so many ways. I could layer and layer and layer. I have like a ton of different colors I could put. Could even add a little bit of pink there to it. Just a little bit of pink. This one's pretty too. So I'm going to keep this one. I like how that looks. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in my purse. I like how they look together. So I'm going to keep those. It looks like a big mix, but I like it. I'm going to put these away, which are some lip crayons that I got from that A shop, which is pretty good. And I'm just going to go over a few things just because I'm a little bit like that. I like to go over my contour and highlight and stuff just to make sure I like how it looks. Okay, so I'm going to take off these headphones for a little bit. So I have these little earrings. I have my necklace. And now I'm going to go ahead and just add a little bit more of that bronzer. Just because I want it to be a little bit darker there. Just in this little area right here. And sometimes because I clean up this area, I sometimes have to go back and fix that part. That. And then just a little bit more of a highlight. And then the last part is putting a little bit of a pink blush because I do like that other blush, but I feel like it needs a little bit of something right here. I feel like I did a little bit too much. I can always take the sponge, but I think it looks pretty. Especially because of camera. Sometimes you need to add a little bit extra. Okay guys, so where's my sponge? Hopefully you guys check out the playlist that I posted. And I'm just going to go ahead and go here. Just kind of make sure I don't have too much blush. And I like to always make it like look like a triangle right here. So that is the makeup look for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. I hate that it comes to an end because I do love doing makeup, but it is time to say goodbye, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to post some pictures to see what you guys think. This is with a ring light. Without the ring light, this is what it looks like. Hold on, let me see. Ajá, pues así no. We're not partying yet. Hold on. So this is what it looks like without the ring light. It's just really, let me see if I can put a different, so that's what it looks like. But with the ring light, it's like when you go to Sephora, right? Everything just looks beautiful when you just turn on the lights. That's how they get you. So anyway, yeah, that's what it looks like. But I'm gonna go ahead and take pictures at my window. I always take pictures there because it's natural light and you guys can actually see all the colors and everything. So yeah, this is with the ring light. But it does look really pretty. I like how it turned out. Purple is one of my favorite colors, and so I wanted to wear it today. I did wear this one actually on Sunday, so I thought I would bring it out again. My mom did give me some purple earrings. I'm not really like a gold person, and I don't really wear gold. I usually wear silver. So I went ahead and put on silver, but I wanted to show you the earrings she got me. So hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me go and get them. She wanted me to wear them. She wanted me to show you guys. So these are, hold on, sorry. These are the earrings she got me. They're a little bit lighter, which is why I didn't put them on. You guys tell me what you guys think. Do you guys like them on me? I'm trying to get into gold, but since I have gray hair, I feel like the silver goes more. But these are the earrings she got me for my birthday. She was here, she came to visit, and she got me these earrings. They're very different. It's not something normally that I would pick out for myself, but because it's gold, not because I don't like them. It's just because it's gold, because I love purple. It's just, but tell me what you guys think about them. Really cute. Anyway, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I did feel very inspired to do it today. Trying to do better in working on myself and doing things for myself, and this is something that really makes me happy. I like working on colors and makeup and just making myself feel better, and so I'm trying, and my hair is growing, and I'm starting to feel like me again. I'm trying to wear jewelry. Each one of my sisters from church always brings something new to my life, and they teach me to take care of myself. Some of them are older, some of them are younger, but they all bring something new to my life, and they remind me to work on myself, right? I see one of the sisters all the time putting on all her jewelry and stuff, and I'm like, oh, I need to do that. I haven't done that in a while. I have a ton of jewelry that I bought when I was younger, and I don't bring it out as much as I should, or like one of the sisters, I just couldn't stop admiring her eyeshadow, and I wasn't wearing any eyeshadow for a long time because I felt such pain, and because I had lost my dad and stuff, and I just didn't find a way back from that. And so when I would see her eyes, they were just so pretty, and I was just like touching her eyes. It's just like, so she reminded me to bring that back and to love to do eyeshadow again and do my makeup again. Another sister taught me to take care of my body, right? She was always eating healthy and trying to take care of herself, and so she reminded me to do that. Another sister taught me about dressing up and how we need to take care of ourselves and how we dress and stuff, and so she brought something to my life. So each one of my sisters from church has brought me back some way or somehow, and I don't want to cry because this took a long time to make. So I'm super grateful to bring a lot of that stuff back, and I hope you guys enjoy the videos that I make, because it does take time to make them, but I also do them for myself so that I can look back at them and see where I was at in my life and what I was able to create and what I was able to do. And it feels really nice to see something that you created that you enjoy and that you actually are impressed with yourself of how far you've come. And so anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Ya me despedí mucho. Ya me voy. Okay, so I'm going to take some pictures. I'm going to post them. And thanks for watching. And if you haven't followed, definitely follow. I'm going to go ahead and upload this to my YouTube channel. Check out my YouTube channel. It's growing. I'm close to 2,000 already. I know I have 6,300 here, I think. Or maybe le estoy echando mucho, no sé. Or I'm getting there to 6,300. So I'm trying to grow, guys. So hopefully you guys follow me on YouTube, on Instagram, and on Facebook. I'm on TikTok, but I have a problem with TikTok. All right. I know a lot of people tell me I could do good with TikTok, but I could possibly share some light over there, but it's just done a little bit of something to my family that I just really don't care to mess with. But I did post a little while back, a few weeks back, just church related stuff. None of this stuff, right? So, yeah, I kind of have like a with TikTok. So just follow me on these 3 platforms for right now. And I did get on Pinterest because my daughter helped me. So you can follow me there too. I'm still trying to figure out how to work it. She kind of like rolls her eyes on me, but she kind of helped me set it all up and everything. So I just kind of put like gray hair stuff or like makeup things that I like. Yeah, so I'm still trying to work through that one. But definitely follow me on the other 3 platforms. I'll be there. And I have a ton of groups all over Facebook. I manage like 20-something pages. So, yeah, you can check me out on all those. And, yeah, I think that's it. Don't forget to check out the playlist that I left down below so you guys can listen to some cool 90s music. Anyway, bye, guys.